Well, it was the third quarter of the earlier meeting 12 days ago where Chicago turned the game. They had 36 in the third quarter. Gigi on the attack downhill, had it blocked.
Gigi just hadn't had the success getting downhill to the basket here tonight.
Okoro slams on the brakes. Giddey rolls that one in. And Giddey, he's got 10 and 10 with 7 assists. So triple-double right there on the platter for him. Rupert spinning and banking that in against Buzelis.
So the length there, you know, Buzelis likes to use this length inside, but Rupert able to get that outstretched arm around him.
Jones gets into the paint, and open three, Buzelis airballs it. Well, you heard Jason March say the Grizzlies want to get a piece of the paint here. Small gets a piece of the paint. His backhanded layup is blocked by Giddey. That is the in the first meeting. Shot clock at 9 for Coward. His three is through, and Cedric Coward. Brevin, this is really good to see from Ced. Because of injury, he's not played an awful lot since the All-Star break. Good scoring game for him tonight.
Hey, it's nice to see him being able to rise up and knock down some shots. That was his strong move to the rim.
Buzelis with 14. Rupert stops on a dime. Bank, no. And Leonard Miller does not start the second half. Lachlan Olbrich does, so that's a change for Billy Donovan's lineup. Buzelis retreats and knocks down a three. Rupert downhill, banks it in. Tough chance for him.
You said they were going to need a catalyst out the locker room. Omax last game, good knock away here. I said to count, can Rupert beat this game? Nice.
Prosper bobbled it, got it back in traffic, forces, fills, and is fouled. For Chicago.
One thing, the good thing for the Grizzlies part, at least the Bulls have one foul here. The Grizzlies none so far.
Trey Jones.
They don't force a three. You said either they're going to shoot threes or layups. And that's
Center better.
The good thing, though, the Grizzlies have forced them. They've only attempted 19 threes here. And they've attempted inside the arc 29 shots. So usually they're a team that they hover very close to threes and twos being the same for them.
All knotted at 66. Small. That step back three. It's through!
He needs to call the patent company and put that down as his patented shot, because this is what he goes to.
The small step back, and another now in foul trouble.
Well, we just talked about this being 3-1. Good knock away again there, but no foul. And
he's with 3 team fouls. Gigi going downhill. Had it blocked again.
They're doing a good job. They're reading the 2 steps and continue to get the ball. Good knock away by Small.
Coward. Grizzlies in transition, a look ahead. Small, Giddey's back defensively. Grizzlies couldn't get an easy look because Giddey was back defensively. Prosper in the lane, offensive foul. No basket. I'm guy in that regard. Goes to work against Rupert. Surrounded. Has to retrieve the loose ball, 10 to shoot. Trey Jones, a clean look at a 3. And the rebound to Gigi Jackson, and a loose ball foul on Omax.
The Chicago Bulls and how it's changed to now 4-1, 4-2 in terms of fouls.
Grizzlies are fortunate. Chicago is shooting just 59% from the free throw line. Jones got by Small. Out of bounds to the Grizzlies to Scott Foster. Billy Donovan. Querying Eric Dalen about that last call. Gigi.
One of those nice ones.
Yep. Got Buzelis in the air. Little primal scream therapy for Gigi Jackson.
Well, you can hear the exhilaration through our headsets.
Trey Jones, that 3 is off, boarded by Prosper. Grizzlies a 5-point lead. Gigi. Coward recycles. Prosper an angle 3. Rebound, Trey Jones. Small battling for it.
Well, Small realized you had the 4 fouls. Can't pick up a 5th.
Right. Buzelis wants it for 3, and he's got 3 more. Buzelis' third 3, a 20-point game for Matas Buzelis.
And it was the second half in Chicago where he started to knock down a lot of threes. Howard attempts one there, doesn't go.
It was the third quarter when things started to get away from the Grizzlies. Oh, Small, great steal. Took it away from Jones. 3-on-1. Prosper to the rim for 2. Timeout, Chicago.
A lot here as these seasons go on. Are guys being qualified for these end-of-season awards?
Now, the 65-game rule, I think it was well-intentioned because guys were sitting out.
I like it. I mean, listen, whatever's going to get to have guys playing more basketball, I am all for. I always say the bad thing is, well, you got to make rules for certain things because things are not going the way that it should be.
Clayton for 3. Rupert offensive rebound, backhands it in. Well done underneath by Ryan Rupert.
A nice third quarter here from Rupert. 6 points for him here in this third.
Clayton, Meshack, Bird, Giroux, and Rupert, the 5 on the floor for the Grizzlies. Whoa. Miller misses that 3 badly, and then it's lost out of bounds by Patrick.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Leading 3. Yes! Hits through! Ryan Rupert! He's have a double-digit lead again, 84-73, matching their largest. They were up 11 in the first half, but trailed by 2 at the break. A wraparound and a finish by Miller.
Driving, we talked about the Bulls offensively. They're starting it in the backcourt with the pressure that the Grizzlies are putting on, but they're beating the initial defender, and that's presenting shots for them.
Meshack into a spin, floats it up, no. Sexton over the top and hit the rim. Giroux diving for it. Ball loose.
Look at the dive.
Rupert diving to the floor. Clayton diving to the floor. But then Meshack turned it over. And then Miller is going to get 2 at the line on the other end.
Hit the floor.
So Miller to the line, 77% on the season.
The hands for the Grizzlies defensively.
You cannot fault the effort of this group at all. Giroux driving, scooping, not scoring. Buzelis the rebound. Grizzlies have forced Chicago into 15 turnovers. Buzelis stepping through, missing, and then tapping his own miss in.
They're DQ the easy one. Recombobulated to get back into this game. See if the Grizzlies can do a good job of keeping control.
Now, Grizzlies had an 11-point lead first half. Went away in a hurry. They had an 11-point lead here in the third quarter. Bulls on the rally. Clayton. Ball.
They're looking for that first basket.
0 for 5. Williams back the other way. Sexton, Ulbrich, Dillingham, corner 3.
That's what
Chicago 7-35 when they trail through 3. Grizzlies 19-15 when they lead through 3. Trey Jones, that's deflected by Rupert, but it got through to Okoro. 7 to shoot for Dillingham. Okoro rolls to the bucket, missed it. Ulbrich, offensive rebound. Trey Jones driving against Small and banks it in. Bulls start the period with Okoro, Buzelis, Jones, Dillingham, and Ulbrich. Rupert, Jackson, Prosper, Coward, and Small for the Grizzlies. GG, it's been a rough night. 2 for 10 for him. Prosper against Ulbrich. Stymied at the baseline. GG Jackson, that's a 3. And the rebound to Trey Jones. Buzelis.
Gigi, those struggles partners because the Bulls doing a good job crowding the paint defensively instead of they were for Rob Dillingham. The reason why they have him out there with Trey Jones, that Trey Jones kind of orchestrate and let Dillingham be the scorer that he is.
Small, step back 3, no. Prosper with the follow. Prosper with 9, the lead is 7. The fourth quarter, 12 days ago, Chicago won at 35-21. And the rebound tapped out by the Grizzlies. Buzelis on the drive, Trey Jones. And Chicago's starting to click from 3-point territory, 100-96. Jackson against Ulbrich, and now Coward. Gigi, a 3. Rebound battle for Coward in traffic, banks it in, and is fouled.
not have to be battling with a true big on the interior, and because of it, they've been able to do a great job on the backboards. They have 20 second chance points here in this game.
Howard, a 20-point game. First one since January the 11th against Brooklyn. Chicago does have a challenge. They've not challenged the play tonight. Grizzlies were successful with their first, not with their second. Dillingham, that was deflected. Stolen by Rupert. Okoro is back. Rupert slams on the brakes. Burton, corner three, Prosper, bingo! Olivier Maxence, Prosper rings the bell. His first three-point make tonight, a dozen for Omax. 105-96. Buzelis on a drive. Backs down against Rupert, it's in and a foul. Buzelis with 24.
Still got my information.
Okay, good.
Grizzlies have 62 points in the paint tonight. The last time the Grizzlies had 60 points in the paint, that was March 1st at Indiana when they had 60 on the nose. The time before that was 66 on February 20th against Utah. The same, the common theme between both those games, both were Grizzlies wins.
The season high is 70. That was the overtime game against Philadelphia. Clayton driving, goes down. And a held ball with 1.9.
Where the Chicago Bulls don't have a true center.
Trey Jones on the pickup. Sexton for three. That was the fourth quarter of the first meeting. Bulls outscored the Grizzlies 35-21. Meshack driving against Miller. Burton on the back down, leans into Okoro. Tough shot, left and short. Buzelis the rebound. Buzelis a double-double. That's his 10th rebound of the game. Fourth double-double of the season. He loves playing the Grizzlies. And then Rupert, the hands came out. And
You're not going to hold gamers down. Put a little physio on it, get back out there. We worry about icing it later.
Sexton driving. Miller offensive rebound, and he'll have to earn it at the free throw line.
So the biggest thing here in this game tonight that was impact the game in any fashion. It'll be a shooter violation.
At the moment. And Giddey 1 assist shy of his 13th triple-double of the season. Only Jalen Johnson and Joker have more. Ball driving and swatted.
Basket. Because of his length and athleticism, he's going to touch the basketball.
Clayton 5 to shoot, turns it over. 2-on-1, Buzelis ties the game at 105. Grizzlies have responded to rallies by Chicago before. Have to do it again. Clayton feeding Giroux. Giroux has it blocked. Loose ball to the floor. That's off of Sexton. Grizzlies have it, but only 3. And only 3.5 seconds on the shot clock. Clayton, a 3. And Chicago looking to grab the lead. Trey Jones.
Loose floor. You are just trying to manufacture points wherever you can.
5 gone by in the fourth. Ball against Buzelis. A Burton 3. Reeled in by Trey Jones. Jones' 9th rebound of the game. Sexton attacking and finishing. Chicago has the lead, 107-105.
Sexton doing what he does. He said he is a driver of the basketball and one of the more physical drivers as you get that one to go.
23 off the bench for Sexton. Ball for 3. A run out for Buzelis again, and he is brought down by Ball.
Has not shot the ball well tonight, but you needed some guys on the floor that can at least be an offensive threat for you.
Now, Gigi just 2 of 10 from the 2 of 12 rather from the floor tonight for 4 points. Gigi driving and finger rolling it in right at Buzelis.
He said he needed someone to be somewhat of a catalyst. Gigi can be that. Nice drive and finish there.
Giddy on the floor. The core, Buzelis, Miller, and Sexton. Travel, Sexton, take it away.
Grizzlies open in the corner. See if the Grizzlies go back to the same play that they ran, and they are.
Gigi was fouled, says Matt Myers. 2% from the line. Second team foul on Chicago in the period. Gigi, a career high 24 starts this season.
He's done exceptionally well with those starts. See, guys, when he was in Boston, I thought maybe he would be a guy that would stick for them to give them just another score. We'll see what he can do for this Bulls team next season.
All square at 109. Sexton calling for the Buzelis screen. Pass was deflected. Knocked into backcourt. No reset or no over and back. Okoro driving and finishing right at the end of the shot clock. Chicago making a big play in a short shot clock situation. Jackson again attacking. Ball got by Buzelis. Won't shoot it though. Meshack driving at Giddy. Off the glass for 2. Jemai Meshack. 15 for Meshack. His career high is 17.
You give him a lane, he is going to exploit that opportunity.
66 paint points for the Grizzlies tonight. Sexton driving and drawing a foul.
A player, or perimeter player, just put their head down and is able to beat a defender all the way to the rim.
6% free throws. I mean, what are the odds of him missing 2 in a row? Chicago by 1. Chicago is one of the best records in games decided by 3 or fewer. They're 10-5. Gigi down the lane, hangs, and he draws a foul.
He's finally getting
Chicago, Grizzlies over the limit. Gigi gives
outside guys know and inside to be aware. That just lets you know the basketball knowledge that he has, but also in getting himself ready. The scouting report, he was ready.
Grizzlies the 1-point lead. Giddy guarded by Meshack.
There's the double screen.
Buzelis fakes the 3, drives on Jackson. Meshack with a knockaway. Jemai against Giddy. Quick shot it and missed badly. Giddy driving. Sexton. Little show and go, off balance, and more free throws for Sexton. Buzelis attacking. Grizzlies in possession. Meshack downhill against Giddy and had it knocked free.
The thing was, he wanted to make the pass. The problem was he didn't make the pass early enough. So once he tried to make it late, he couldn't get enough oomph on it to get to Gigi.
In terms of clutch games, final 5 minutes margin within 5. Chicago is 20-18. And Deke Dro has been ruled doubtful to return because of that elbow injury. He tried to come back, but as you pointed out, Brevin, couldn't use that right arm. Clayton, ball fake, driving to the rim, missed. Going to give the Grizzlies the lead. Sexton, a 3. Ball can't reel in the rebound. And
The basket, nice drive, and just unfortunate with the finish.
Buzelis trying to turn the corner. Throws up a wild shot. Boarded by Rupert.
See if they get Cedric Howard partner involved here down the stretch.
He screens. Ball for 3. Bingo! First NBA point team.
You see the Chicago Bulls right back at it. Giddy with his 2.
Giddy with 14 on the night ties the game at 116.
I said with Cedric Howard, he didn't make the play, but his roll to the basket brought the extra defender that allowed Ball to be open. And now again, post position.
Howard posting up against Trey Jones. 5 to shoot. Howard backs down and scores. Grizzlies lead at 118-116. Trey Jones tried to pull the chair, but Howard with 22 gives the Grizzlies the lead.
So you see, you're gonna have to involve Cedric Howard somewhat on the offensive end for the Grizzlies. The other thing is no second chance opportunities.
Giddy trying to turn the corner. Hits knocked away. Picked up by Repair. Clayton, 2-on-1. Meshack, yes! 4-point Grizzlies lead. Jones, Giddy, and Sexton. Sexton is 3 of 6 from three-point territory tonight. Bulls out of timeouts. Jones drives, pitches topside. Giddy inside the arc will drive and dunk with 7.9. 1-point game. Grizzlies have a timeout. Coward doubled and fouled. And so Cedric 0 for 1 at the stripe tonight.
If it's me, I'm forcing you to catch the ball under the free throw line, take 2 or 3 dribbles, and yes, foul.
Bulls need a 3, no timeouts. 5 seconds. And Repair fouls, and Giddy will shoot 2 with 4.
Well, here comes Sexton now. He's running down now.
Sexton's going to run down, but Giddy made it. Grizzlies will take their final timeout here with 4 play. The Grizzlies a 1-point lead.
And they can use the entirety of the floor.
Howard being guarded by Sexton on the sideline.
Oh.
G.G. Jackson, it's through his hands. Picked up by Trey Jones. Sexton,
No, that won't count.
That won't count. It's late. It's late.